What's up, guys? So today I'm actually going to be talking about my Tourette's. But before we get into that, I need to say that I'm going to be uploading twice a week, and every other week I'm going to be like alternating. So like one week I'm going to be talking about like doing like tutorials on like outdoorsy stuff and stuff like that. Then like the next week I'm going to be talking about my Tourette's like I am today. So now that we got that out of the way, it didn't take very long, but now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, so if you guys didn't know, I'm Mason Vincent. I'm 15 years old. I am a sophomore in high school, and I have Tourette syndrome. So, um, the age I was diagnosed, um, I was actually diagnosed in seventh grade. So, what was I like? I was 12, 11 or 12 years old. So, yeah, so it was actually, it was really not a surprise in seventh grade. Um, I kept, sorry, I kept noticing that um, that I had these certain things, like these little like these little habits that I do. I do them every now and then, and I wasn't talking or anything like that. I would just like knock my knees together, or like I'd touch random. I would touch. I would touch random things, and they were like really weird. And I in seventh grade I would actually seventh and eighth grade I'd actually get made fun of quite a bit for the things that I did. One of the mainly like really weird ones that I did was just I'd be walking in the hallways and just randomly I'd just touch the ground. Just simple things like that. I um, I thought I was weird. um, I didn't like who I was, and it was hard for me in seventh grade, and and I so um, me and my mom started noticing it also, and so she decided to take me to the doctor, and my doctor told us to go to this special doctor, like a neurologist or something. I don't know, because if you didn't know, Tourette's is a neurological disorder. And so we went there, and they soon diagnosed me with Tourette syndrome. And um, so pretty much it really wasn't a surprise. My mom, I didn't know what it was at the time. My mom actually asked our doctor if I had Tourette, and that's when she sent us over there. So, um, but now I'm in high school, and I love who I am. I have no shame telling people, hey, I have Tourette's, and I really don't get offended when people make fun of me, or 'cause that doesn't happen very often, actually. And so, pretty much, I'm in high school now, and I have a lot of friends. I live a normal life, and some people ask me, um, is having a life with Tourette's, is it cool? And like most people say, yeah, it's cool. Like, and I agree. I think, um, I have sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cool. Like, I love my life. And then there's other times where I am really dreading having a certain tick that I do. And um, so pretty much, um, yeah, it is cool. And so I agree with all those people. Yeah, Tourette's is cool, and um, it. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And so, yeah, so Tourette's is cool. I agree with them 100%, or actually, probably like 90%. 90% of the time, it's pretty cool. I love it. If I had the chance to take it away, I wouldn't. And I say that because it it has made me a better person, um, dealing with my anxiety and just pretty much everything in life. um, I have this one tick where where like that if so like one of my ticks is I will like super hard I like jerk my head back like that like that and it actually right here on my neck it actually it hurts a lot. My neck is bruised. I've had this tick for about 3 weeks now. My neck is super bruised. My muscles are tense all the time, and it hurts a lot. And so it has a big impact on my life actually. So like I can't turn my head very much. Like I can go like that, but I mean it's not very it's not comfortable. And so, but yeah, um, like Tourette's is cool. I keep saying that over and over again, but like I mean it is. That's pretty much like it's cool except for like the one tick that I have to that one that it like actually hurts me because I mean I don't like to get hurt and because it hurts me and I mean some people might be like well just like suck it up I mean but like I've told people at my school because they some people are like just stop or like just suck it up I'm like one I can make myself stop I really can but it is not comfortable at all like it will mentally and physically drain my body of energy and it's not very good so um, pretty much I tell people pretty much I tell people um, to you try it like I'll just actually tell them just like you try slamming your neck back or like twitching your head like I do really hard and they've done it and they're actually like oh okay that actually does hurt and try doing that um, like every 10 seconds for 3 weeks and pretty much for the rest of your life so I mean then they agree and they're nice about it and but like all the people at school um, they pretty much they'll ask questions probably the main question that gets asked is do you do your ticks during your sleep and actually the answer is no. I don't do my ticks during my sleep. There's only some circumstances where I don't do my ticks. There's probably like three or four. One is during my sleep and when I'm super tired. When I'm super tired, I don't do it. When I'm super tired, I don't do them as much. When I'm asleep, I don't do them at all. Um, and so um, there's when I'm hunting, because I like to hunt. As you can see in my other videos, I hunt and trap, and I don't do it as much when I'm I don't do it as much when I'm hunting or trapping, because it's like my mind is just free of everything, and I feel like I can do pretty much anything, and so my mind is just free, and it's not thinking, it's not telling me, oh, you need to do this tick, oh, you need to do this tick. So that's why I like hunting so much. And for some people that have Tourette's, it's singing, it's playing an instrument, music, drums. There's one person I've seen that they play the drums, and they that's how they get away from their Tourette's. But like dancing, all those sort of things will pretty much take Tourette's away, and there's no medical explanation for it. It just clears your mind of all things pretty much. So to get back on track, I've kind of like got sidetracked because I don't mind talking about this at all. I mean, this is my calm area, except my mind's not free. I'm focusing right now. But actually, one thing that one thing that I was going to talk about is focusing in school and like in all my classes and everything. So actually, it is quite hard to focus actually in my classes. It is not comfortable for me to just sit in class and just try to learn something. I have trouble focusing. Like I'm a really good student, straight A's and B's, not part of that straight A life, you know. I mean, I'm a good student and everything, but it's hard for me to concentrate, and so I'm a straight A and B student. Um, I'll be sitting in class pretty much, and since it's hard for me to focus, I focus as hard as I can, as hard as I can, pretty much, and and um, one, it's hard to focus because one, my tics are going on, and two, there's other people that either don't know me or just my friends. They'll probably just like chuckle or like laugh at me or something like that. Or some people copy me just because they think it's funny. I mean, I don't take offense to that at all. I just think it's funny. Like I laugh at myself sometimes, like especially my snorting tick that like that. Um, I laugh at that all the time. I mean, I just think it's funny. But but yeah, so between those two things, it's just pretty hard to focus in class. Um, but I do a pretty good job of focusing. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to focus in class? I'd probably say a solid 5 because it's like half and half. Like it's easy, but it's not at the same time. And so another thing, all them haters out there, as people call them these days. I I don't call them that because I just think it's mean. I don't know, but um, some people in school will come up to me and they'll just ask me like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you doing those weird things? Well, because I have Tourette syndrome and I can't help it. um, and uh, and so some people just ask me that, and I'll be like, well, I have Tourette's, I can't help it. And they just don't believe me. There's those people that think they're right all the time, and they don't believe me. They're like, yeah, I know what Tourette's is, and you don't have it. To be honest, there's nothing I can do at that point. Like, for real, like, what are you going to do in that case? Like, you're not going to, I mean, you could argue with them and be like, I'm right, you're wrong, I have Tourette's, and you're wrong. I could do that, but usually I don't argue. I just say, like, if you don't want to believe me, then don't believe me. Like, my friends can back me up, and they usually do. But, I mean, if you're not going to believe me, I can't do anything about it. Um, so people ask me pretty much all the time. This is like the number 2 asked question. Like, 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 make me a list of your tics. Like, that's what people ask me to do. And I have done that before. And for a while, I actually kept a list of all my tics in my wallet. Just waiting for somebody to ask me that question because I get it all the time. And I just like hand it to them, like, here. But some of my tics that I do, of course, is the head jerking one, head twitching, whatever you want to call it. That's one that I have. And that, and then there's my snorting one. I do my snorting one, and then, sorry, that was my sister. And so, she's telling me that gotta go to church. So pretty much, head jerking. I have my snorting one. I blink my eyes, and just certain things like that. Oh, I'll make this sort of like sniffing thing, the sniffing, that sound. And so I do that one. So that's some of my tics I do, and the environment that I'm in plays a big factor. So if it's like super quiet in the class or something, then I don't do my tics as much, and that's if it's really quiet. But if it's like super loud, then like in my environment, like I work concessions at UNT sometimes for my church, and pretty much and all the drums, like the band that's playing, and like the whole crowd that's cheering at the football game and everything, like it's super loud and everything, and I have a hard time because my neck, will get super sore and I'll lose my voice because of my vocal tics, and it's pretty hard. And um, so the environment plays a big role in what I'm doing. And so, yeah, so that's my first video of me talking about my Tourette's, and hope that hope that like helped you out on figuring out like what Tourette's is, and hope you liked the video. You should like and subscribe, and see you next time.